Cold air, bright lights, season on the line. This is the time of year Aaron Rodgers used to own in Green Bay, and for one night in Pittsburgh, it looked familiar again. Rodgers didn't need to be vintage. He just needed to be precise, and he was. The 42-year-old completed 23 of 27 passes for 224 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Steelers pulled away from the Dolphins for a 28-15 win bid, freezing Miami out of the playoff race and keeping Pittsburgh alone atop the AFC North with 3 weeks left. Early on, it was ugly, slow, tight, a field goal here, a punt there, the kind of game where one mistake flips everything. Then Rodgers found his rhythm. A 19-yard strike to Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the third quarter cracked the game open. A few minutes later, he dropped a pass into a tight window for DK Metcalf, who powered through defenders and into the end zone. Suddenly, the Steelers were rolling. The crowd was alive, and Miami was drowning. 4 straight Pittsburgh touchdowns followed. The Dolphins went backward. Rodgers wasn't forcing throws. He wasn't chasing highlights. He took what the defense gave him, got the ball out quickly, and let his playmakers work. Kenneth Gainwell piled up 126 total yards. Metcalf bullied his way through coverage. Valdez-Scantling looked like he'd stepped back into a Packers uniform. And quietly, Rodgers made history, becoming the oldest quarterback ever to complete at least 85% of his passes in a game. Miami had no counterpunch. Tua Tagovailoa put up numbers late, but by then it didn't matter. The Dolphins managed minus 20 total yards in the third quarter, watched their 4-game win streak snap, and saw their playoff hopes officially disappear in the cold. Pittsburgh, meanwhile, kept winning, even without TJ Watt. Watt's absence loomed entering the night, but the defense never blinked. Cam Hayward set the tone. Asante Samuel Jr. snagged an early interception. The pressure kept coming, and Miami never found breathing room when the game was still in reach. At 8-6, the Steelers remain 1 game ahead of Baltimore, with the tiebreaker already in hand and everything still on the table. It hasn't been pretty all season. It hasn't been consistent. But on a freezing Monday night when it mattered most, Aaron Rodgers looked comfortable. The Steelers looked confident. And for the first time in a while, Pittsburgh looked dangerous.